think we can pretty much outrun anybody here.
This year is my 4th race here, so I want to go to NASCAR eventually.
Well, I'd like to get a NASCAR ride before I graduate high school.
I ended up finishing 10th in the main, so it's my first top 10. Wow. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Kinkade is back this season. Black 59 is bad news for IMCA Modified Challengers. The 23-year-old is defending track champion and ahead again in 07.
Johnnie, you're putting together 2 good seasons in a row, defending champion, you're ahead at this point. Does that put more pressure on you, or does it just give you confidence?
No, I have a lot of confidence. I think we can pretty much outrun anybody here, you know. I feel comfortable. The car's working pretty good, you know, and everything feels pretty good. So.
Tell us about your background. How much racing have you done?
Actually, I raced quarter midgets when I was 5 and 6, and then a lot of motocross riding and a little bit of cage fighting stuff like that. But well, actually, this is a half year into my 3rd year, and rookie of the year, 3rd points my 1st year, won the championship my 2nd year, and on the way there this time.
Okay.
So hopefully.
Why the IMCA Modified?
They're about the most competitive car. We can go from here to North Carolina and race them. You know, they have pretty much all the same rules. Basically, it's the fairest too. And you know, I'd like to run late models. I've ran a late model once or twice up over at Paris, but this is actually where we wanted to be, and this is where my dad put me. My dad was number 559 when he started, and then eventually when he went to late models and sportsman cars and stuff, he was 59, so I just kind of took it over from there. I like what I'm doing, but you know, if something bigger and better came along, we'd do that too, but if not, I'm happy with what I'm doing.
The track has not always been kind to Cody Williams, but we've already seen this Your Belinda team is tougher than any obstacle thrown his way.
For about 2 years, I've been racing white pancrats and Ford Focus midget. Last year I drove that, and this year is my 4th race here, so I want to go to NASCAR.
Okay. Well, whatever got you started in this?
My dad raced, and so I just watching him, I just figured I could race too. So this car has 800 horsepower. It's a little bit older motor. It's one of my dad's older motors. Ralph Tracy built it when he was still alive, and and then the car weighs about 1,200 pounds, and
ratio makes for pretty good action around. How fast do you get going around there?
Oh shoot, probably down the straightaways about 80, 90 maybe.
Okay, tell me, any significance in number 3? How'd you come up with number 3?
It's one of my dad's old cars, so that's just what number was on it.
Shedarowich comes down out of the clouds to race Victorville Auto Raceway. This Lake Forest teen's been racing 9 years.
Starting quarter midgets, ran mini sprints for 2 years, and now I started running a 410 sprint car.
Okay, did you do anything else at Toro High School besides being a good student?
I'm running cross country right now. I've been in 2 meets so far.
How'd you get started in all of this?
I started racing quarter midgets at about 4 and a half. My dad found it on the internet and heard about it at Paris Auto Speedway from a guy who raced what I'm racing right now. So thought that'd be fun. Been there ever since.
Racing goals for this high school freshman?
Well, I'd like to get a NASCAR ride before I graduate high school, but right now I'm just shooting for top 10 in points and rookie of the year next year in my sprint car.
Sprints are not for entry-level racers.
No, they have a 410 cubic inch V8 running about 800 horsepower. They're really fun, really fast. They only weigh 1,200 pounds, so they have a really small power to weight ratio.
Gold Star Rentals has gone above and beyond the call to help video sports capture racing action.
Johnnie knows the road! Johnnie knows the road! Johnnie knows the road! Johnnie knows the road!
Didn't take long for Johnnie Butler in Black 54 to rock Victorville.
Just came out. This is my third time out here at Victorville, and had a little bit of a rough car. It was kind of all over the place. Didn't really have a whole lot of time to get it fixed, but I had a lot of help from some other people and other crews. You know, a lot of camaraderie out here. You know, at any track I go to, but especially here, you know, everybody wants to help all the time, and that's great. But anyways, ended up finishing 10th in the main, so it was my first top 10. Wow. So I'm pretty excited about that. Began, I was about 3 or 4 years old. Lived in Torrance my whole life, and Ascot Park was in Gardena down there. One of the greatest dirt track facilities ever, and I just remember going every single Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whenever there was a race. Sprint cars, World of Outlaws, midgets. My dad would take me every weekend, and it was just a blast. It's been my dream ever since, and finally came true, you know, like I said, back in about September. And then also, I got a brother, Jeff, who hopefully next year we'll have him in a car. We have a whole other car. We got another motor for it. Hopefully we'll get that thrown together and we'll get him out here too. Hopefully next year we'll step it up a little bit. We're going to look for some other sponsors. Vitrotech.com and IMCA helped out this year, along with Shader Farms and doing new travel tours. And hopefully they'll be on board again next year, but we want to be able to run a few more shows next year.
Why 54? Lots of reasons.
Yeah, it was actually my mother, Robin. She was born in 1954, and I played football at South Torrance High School, and that was my football number there. Played linebacker, and then my address is actually 5410, and there's also a 540 in my phone number. So I figured why not throw it on the race car.
Read J.J. Kinkade informative and colorful articles on Victorville Auto Raceway in area newspapers.